peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level, maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
19 tight, 19 tight. Left all east. Back to 60.
2nd and 3. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? It was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Patriots had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Now Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
That one goes for 30 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end Long. Touchdown, Miami. Hunter Long, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Damian Harris out of the backfield. Touchdown! Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find it. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Patriots 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again with Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Jones. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Patriots 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Jones on 1st and 10. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Equinemius St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Again, it's Harris on second down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones on third down. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. On first down, Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And Jones going to keep once more. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Jones now on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw on second and 10. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Second and 6. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Operating from the gun, Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got a man. It's Waddle complete.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. It was an absolute thing of beauty to watch.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to run now. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones, throwing on 1st down, flushed out right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On second down, they'll run it here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Patriots 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 11 yards for number 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Patriots 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside. inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd and 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. Pass complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down at 4. Here's Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson
70 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Let's go. And they'll indeed take a knee.